Good morning, friends. Advanced data sets like storages, data repositories, object relation based databases, spatial database, spatio-temporal database, text database and multimedia database, data streams, World Wide Web. That means till now we discussed about the basic storage, but real time scenario we are having the various kinds of format in various structures of data. So at that time how we are going to manage with the help of the advanced repositories, storage concepts. The first one is relational database. In relational database already you are aware about the Java programming or OOPS concepts, object oriented. So we can also have a relational database management system, RDBMS. We are having the object oriented relational database management system. Here this is, suppose this is my class. I am going to create a instant as object 1. I am creating another instant. See, in the instant 2, I am going to access the only 4 attributes, whereas instant 1 I am going to access the all the values. Like based on need, I can give the required values or required attributes to the end user by creating a object for the class. So with help of the object we can able to exchanging the information in terms of the messages, and to sharing we are using the different method concepts to exchanging the data between the object to the derived class, base class to the derived class. That means this is my master data set. From that I am going to give a abstraction to the child 1. So he can access with help of the object 1. Other one can access the with the object 2. Can able to access the by creating object to the master data set. Then he can access only. I can give the privileges only. Object 1 can access all the values. Object 2 can access only limited values. Like I can able to perform the operations. Now second one is spatio-temporal. In spatio-temporal, like satellite images, geographical locations, maps. So here what happen is, whenever I am going to getting a image, satellite image, then when I am clicking, see we can observe there is no proper parameters entire map. When I am going to choose the particular part, there is a different parameters. I am getting the, when I am clicking on that, I am getting the information about the this area and how the where it is located, what is the background information, what is the information, what is with help of different parameters. Suppose I am going to purchase a new house, then I am trying to identifying the best part in the city. So suppose indication green, good, segregation. We are going to mining the areas based on the human living categories. So green color officials, orange mixed, red somewhat danger zone. So in a city, based on the color coding, I can able to divide the categorization of the cities or locations. Based on the color coding, when I am clicking on a particular location, I can get the entire information about that location, how it is nearer, how it is far. And here roughly I said with a red, green or orange is a name shake. Red is like danger, green is good, orange is moderate, as my example. But don't think that red, green, orange are the based on red is red zone, R means red means danger zone, like that. Okay. Now where we will get this spatial data? We will get the from various medical data, satellite images. This is a satellite image. And see how the data will be stored. These images are stored, the information about this image, this location, either vector format or raster format. And whenever we are discussing about the spatio-temporal means changing with the time. The images or information, the spatial information change with the time. Okay. Next one is text database. Well known to you. Text .csv files .csv files, .csv files, comma separate value or .txt format. The text is .csv nothing but the suppose age is one attribute, comma, gender another attribute, like n number of attributes separated by the commas. Age 19, gender male, and name a, like that means each value separated by comma. That is why comma separate value. Text well known to you, text.txt file. Another is multimedia, that is images, audios, videos. Now, where we will get all these things? We are getting all these things from the various sources. It may be throughout the world. We will get from the mobiles or laptops or server, not only one location. This all multimedia data will coming from the various sources which are connected or updating from the mobile phones or a laptops or a real-time sensors or a sensors or satellites images. All this data we are getting the multimedia data from various sources. Okay. Now, another important thing is, another type of data is the data streams. See, nowadays everyone using the online conference, video conference, online classes. The important role is how your internet is. Internet. Because suppose I am sending a simple text file, .csv file. This is suppose you can say source and destination. We can consider the source and destination. I want to send a text file. We need a very less speed and low internet bandwidth. That data will be streamed and sent to the other destination. But whereas when I am going to sending any multimedia based data like videos, live video or image, what will happen? We need a very high speed internet and high bandwidth. We need a high bandwidth. So we need a high bandwidth to streaming of the data. That's why when we are going to observe any online video, live streaming versus offline video, when you are going to view in a YouTube movie, so example, based on your internet speed, it takes buffering, won't play them immediately your video. It takes a 1 or 2 minutes to buffer some of the content at your end, destination. Then it able to start playing your movie. That means depend upon the speed and bandwidth, the data streamings. We need to keep all these things in mind while storing the data. Another is World Wide Web. Best, everyone nowadays we are using the internet. Suppose I am going to take a home page of, simple example, home page. There is a login page in some website, suppose Facebook. I am taking the Facebook as a home page. I open the facebook.com login page. Then from login page to personal page. Under personal, you can go for chatting or any kind of settings, lot of things. Or contact place, contact or registration, new registration, sign up. So it's like a tree fashion. As a one user, I am starting with the home page of the Facebook. Then I go with the login. Then after I am a existing login, then I go with my personal page. From that I can do various tasks. Suppose I am new to the Facebook, I am going to registration page and creating all the things. That means the flow is like a tree fashion. The same thing we are going to observe. Here only I am the single person, but real time scenario at one server, Facebook server, example, Facebook server here, n number of local servers, n number of users and their paths. We cannot say. So a particular name, DNS names or IP address, and all are connected with the another location, distributed located. different locations, heterogeneous, to the center one, to the center one. Like World Wide Web is like a graph based data and tree based data. So whenever we are going to handle this data, it's very difficult to handle things. So we need to keep in mind that how we are going to handle the graph based and data streams and World Wide Web. Now finally, we are going to summarize all these datas in three things. Record based. In record based, data matrix, document data, transactional data, graph based, order based. So what is meant by data matrix? Like a tables, document type, transaction data. We discussed in the initially relation database. In the relation database, representation like a tables, a standard structured data. We have a structured data. There is a proper tables and rows and columns. We can able to handle. A transaction like supermarket data, market data. Sequence of patterns, how the purchasing happen. Graph, just I discussed it. How the World Wide Web and your biological, like chemistries are like DNA and RNA. So molecular structure are in chemical industries, how the data is in a graphical based format. And last one is ordered. That means whenever we are having the data, ordered means a particular sequence. We cannot jumble. We need to follow the order based. So under order based, we have a spatial data, temporal data, sequential data, and genetic sequence. So generally in medical terms, we are identifying that we are facing any issue, health issue, then obviously they are saying that due to genetical disorder. That means the sequence of order is not for suppose 1, 2, 3, 4 is a sequence. But some patient may have a 1, 3, 4 like this. That means there is a disorder in the sequence, genetics. That leads to some health issues. So to handle those things, we are going to use the order based things. That means total data types or data sets. We can categorize record based, graph based, and order based. This is about various data types or data sets and various repositories. We use it like data warehouse and relation database. We are going to use it to store the data. Okay.